CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
Definitely catch us live on your TV screens Mondays to Fridays, 4 to 5 p.m. with the repeats every morning between 8 and 9. Find us on YouTube, Ekse on Cape Town TV. And of course, we're all on social media platforms at Ekse_live, both on Instagram and on Twitter, Facebook, Ekse Live. 07465000202. That's our WhatsApp call number that you can use to actually interact with us. We're still talking about youth unemployment. And of course, how has COVID-19 impacted the lives of young people in our country? With almost 60% of young people being unemployed. I mean, like, that's a huge high number.
And another high percentage is unemployable.
Absolutely. I mean, like, there's no young person that should be unemployed in South Africa. This is joined by Sozo Foundation, who work closely with young people with focusing on key areas such as education, skill development, and of course, social enterprise. Guys, welcome back. Thank you guys for bringing these amazing young people with us.
You have so much knowledge. They are very empowered.
Yeah, very empowered. Let's talk about some of the programs that you have within Sozo Foundation. How has those programs allowed young people to reach their full potential?
I've brought testimonies here in studio today. When I've mentioned that Geraldine has been with the organization for 10 years, I meant from our after-school program as a beneficiary. Who afterwards went and pursued a career and studied whatever that she wanted to study, and later on employed to give back into the community. Same applies with Orally sitting here. Orally is a student, university student, who was once also a part of our after-school program as a beneficiary, doing her after-school tutoring from grade 8 to 12. Now Orally is studying teaching and also mentoring the likes of Asenati, Jemima, and everybody else. So the work that we are doing, I think, speaks for itself, the programs that we are doing. Nigel, who was sitting here, has been through our skills development program, doing graphic design course. Graduated from that, we left him because part of us is to equip these guys with skills that will enable themselves to help themselves, not anybody else. After some time, we then, when the opportunity came, because we've got access and we've got ways to make sure that these guys are able to access these opportunities. We called Nigel back. Nigel, would you be happy to give back to your community? Here's the opportunity for you to be an assistant to our coding facilitator. Later, through the years, a coding opportunity came. Nigel was the first person. Nigel has done also a learnership, a 3 months learnership, that also an opportunity came, and we were given him, that was given to him to study overseas, you know, doing the graphic designing. So part of us creating, doing these programs is also just to enable the young person, you know, to be able to do things for themselves. And like I've mentioned before, we're living in communities that are affected by so many social ills. You know, mentioning gangsterism, drugs is just a few, you know, and what has been lost, as I've mentioned before, is hope. You know, giving a young person hope gives that young person dignity. Dignity is being able, you know, as a young person at the end of the month to go and buy groceries, to go and have, you know, a place to wake up to when the following morning. I always say to the guys in the organization, because I do facilitate some of the programs that we are running, which we do life skills. And this is one thing I always say to motivate and encourage them. If you're waking up every day, not looking forward to anything, then there's a problem. You know, every day of your life, you need to wake up. Whether it's starting by making sure that I'm fixing my bed, have something to look up to every day. It doesn't have to be big, you know. Social innovation is too big, but people think you have to do all these big things. Sozo didn't start with 200 beneficiaries and feeding them. Geraldine mentioned they were only 12, and that's the only people that we could impact at that time.
But now you've grown.
I was about to say, now you've grown and you're reaching bigger heights. This next question is for you. Why do you think organizations like Sozo are important? Because, I mean, most people would argue to say, no, man, our system, our education system is coming up. People, opportunities are there now. People can find things on the internet. Why is bridging gaps like Sozo very important in this time right now?
It's all about bridging that gap. I think with organizations like Sozo and also other organizations, it's all about meeting the need of the youth. And I think the problem is like sometimes we do too much for that time, but not actually isolating that to that goal for the individuals. And as organization, like what we do at Sozo Foundation is that bridging that gap. You know, let them go from one point to another point and make sure that they find that resilience, they find that confidence, and make sure that they get to that point. You know, with all the different programs that's available, we work on emphasizing on growth, aspirations at all times. And it's all about knowing yourself, knowing your value. I think that's a lot of things I just spoke about. What's your value as an individual? And as a youth, we are the value, you know, because we need to reach the ultimate goal. We need to strive we become the next leaders, we can become the next entrepreneurs, and it starts by you, you know?
Now let's say from Geraldine, what do you think are some of the solutions that can be done to actually fight this huge pandemic of youth unemployment?
I would say the solutions is just like having a lot of organizations helping people to start off with, because some people are lost and they don't know where to go. Some people don't even know some of those organizations exist. So I think more branches, more organizations to help them and equip people, and I think that will create.
Is the government doing enough to actually recognize those foundations that are already in existence?
I don't think so, because I mean, like I mentioned now, not a lot of people know that organizations like us exist. And I feel like if they give us that platform to grow and to put ourselves out there, it would be a better place. Like there would be a lot of entrepreneurs, there would be a lot of businesses and all of that stuff.
I love that. And I really do feel like we need to hold the government accountable just the same way we're holding ourselves accountable. Now, but you mentioned you brought your testimonials here and you were saying, I'm going to bring proof, and you are the proof that is from Sozo Foundation. I want to find out to you, how important was it for you to have an organization like Sozo give you a helping hand and give you a branch, so you are studying now and you'll be able to hand over that branch to someone else?
Well, I think Sozo Foundation was very relevant, and I think it is relevant for many youth that somehow, unfortunately, might not have the opportunity. So for me, living in a community where there is gangsterism and a lot of unprivileged things going on there, having Sozo Foundation as a program where you can go to after school, do your homework, having tutors that are professional helping you and are dedicated to you, because we don't get that at school, okay? The teacher does not have time to focus on you as an individual, especially now during the pandemic. So for learners to go back there, get access to a tutor, a meal, and internet access as well, whereas some homes don't have the internet access to do homework or whatever. So Sozo has really done that. I wasn't only doing my schoolwork there, they also focus on your well-being as a person and equip you with different skills, whether it be a little bit of computers, technology and whatever. So when you ask that question of what skills can one get or intel right now, I think also just having a little bit of technology awareness, how to run a computer and whatever, because things are going online now. So we need to evolve a little bit in that.
We need to evolve a little bit in that. Just before we close off the show and let you go, guys, if there's a young person right now watching and they don't know what to do, how to do it, how do they get in touch of Sozo Foundation?
Sozo Foundation is available on all social media platforms, correct? We have a Facebook page, it's the Sozo Foundation. We've got an Instagram, and our Instagram is also is Sozo Foundation. Sozo Foundation. And then our Twitter account is @Sozo Foundation. And we're based in Frankfurt. Our facilities are there for education. We, after this 5 years, when we were celebrating 10 years, we opened a new building where we run now our skills in Capricorn Business Park. So you are welcome as a young person to touch base and come and get your application form and apply. We advertise on social media when applications are open.
Yes, I was just about to say that again, because apparently your mic has decided to give up on you. So I'll say it again. Their social media handles are @Sozo Foundation on Instagram, as well as @Sozo Foundation on Twitter, as well as Sozo Foundation on Facebook. So if you are looking for maybe a place to just ground yourself and to learn different things, make sure you hit them up.
Absolutely, man. A big shout out to each and everyone at home who sent their voice notes via WhatsApp. We absolutely do appreciate you. And those who are interacting with us on social media, be sure to keep the conversation going. It ends right here in studio, but it absolutely does continue on all social media platforms. And of course, a big shout out to you guys for coming through.
Yes.
Woo!
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
man.
Yes, and if you want to find yourself in the studio as well, maybe you have an organization and you have a company that is helping the youth, make sure you hop on our socials. But not only hop on our socials, you need to be a bit more specific and send us an email. There's ekse@capetowntv.org. I'll say it again just in case you don't remember. It's ekse@capetowntv.org. But for me, Ulwandile Intombi YakwaZulu, better known as the Princess of Presenting, and Usunala Beautiful Kisa join us. We gotta say goodbye, adios. God bless you, and make sure you tune in tomorrow from the hours of 8 to 9 o'clock. If you missed, an episode and you're like, you miss us that much and you can't wait till 4 p.m., you can always watch us from 8 to 9.
And of course, catch us tomorrow between 4 and 5. I won't get I beg to give you an entertainment installment of Ekse. Just making sure you're zoomed into that weekend. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Adios.